Egypt Degenerate here once again, week 10 with the man, the Degenerate himself, America's first Degenerate, of course, Zachary. What's going on?
What man? Fighting to stay awake today. Long day.
Me too, man. I'm exhausted, man. I really am. You win again. You win
Dude,
again.
I'm gonna start going back and checking these weeks, man. There ain't no way I'm winning this many
Yeah.
weeks.
Well, actually, you and I both did actually fairly decent this week, but I think you won like two more. You were just hot this week. You were just hot. You just. I know what it is, brother. I know it is. You got my you got me today. It's like 5 weeks in a row that you've won now, I believe.
Man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you. It makes me feel better.
I mean, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is.
Look, you
But
losing to me week in, week out is the best thing that's happened to me since, sliced bread. So
yeah, what kind of bread we talking about here? No joking. Anyway, we'll talk about a couple of NBA topics again at the end of the show. FSU Miami week, and again for another year, no one gives a shit. Well, I mean, these Miami fans. Well, I don't know.
Oh, I give a shit
I mean, we
because
give a shit. We're fans, but we're in the playoff race right now. We
yeah,
give a shit.
exactly. We got stress going on.
Oh God, yeah. And well, I'll get to it in a second. But let's get to the games this week. First off, Thursday night football. You see this game? Carolina at Chicago. Bears by 3. Over under 3.5. Zach, I'm gonna let you right now. I made plans for this. I am not watching this game at all. The wife and I tomorrow night are gonna watch the JFK documentary that came out a couple days ago on Disney Plus. So I will
Ooh.
not. Well, remember this month is the 6th anniversary of his assassination. So
Look,
I'll be watching that over this game.
maybe they'll release some new info that was supposed to be released 20 years ago, but who knows?
Who knows? I'm also for enjoyment. You know me, my political shit and
Yeah.
history. That being said, give me an under. Back it. Give me under. Go for broke this week. What you got in this one?
Give me Chicago. I think this is going to be the icing on the cake that Carolina wakes up and goes, "What were we thinking? Bryce Young over CJ Stroud."
You called this.
Again, in what NFL world does a 5'10" guy get drafted ahead of a 6'3"? They were both accurate as fucking college, both prolific in college,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, oh well, Alabama's only had a first round wide receiver every year, and they always have two offensive linemen go in the first round. So you know what I think it is? It's Bryce Young's anticipation and smarts. That's the icing on the cake of why he should go number one. No, he's 5'10". That's it. That was the answer right there. 5'10".
I'll say as much. I'm not ready to call the guy a bust just yet, but what I am going to say is it's over. CJ Stroud won that war.
Yeah. Oh
I'll say
yeah.
that much. And let me ask you a question there. And I kind of teased this a little bit on the last episode with Kyle, I believe. Is it? I don't think it's foolish to consider him through 9 weeks a top 10 quarterback in the league at this point.
Well,
Look at,
I
look at those
mean,
look at those numbers.
through 9 weeks, I'd say he's probably top five quarterback.
That's not. Look, 14 touchdown, 1 pick. He's not managing a game. He's literally their best player. He's literally carrying his team right now in the middle of a wild card race through 10 weeks.
Yeah, what was it? Damian Pierce went out like week one.
Yeah,
I mean, spent patchwork running backs. No one knew anything about their wide receivers other than Robert Woods.
I still don't know the receivers.
Yeah, Nico Collins is their star young guy, but
Yeah,
no one knew anything. The only thing you could hold your head on was Laramie Tunsil at left tackle.
yeah, and the thing is too also with Houston, like, well, we'll get to in a second, because the 2 games below here, real quick. Next game, Colts at Patriots. Colts 1.5 favorites over under 43. We like this one.
I'm going Gardner Minshew. I don't like it because it's on the road, but I just feel more comfortable with picking Gardner Minshew over Mac Jones.
I'm taking New England for one reason, just because I need them to start winning games, so the Giants get that number one draft pick. Because right now, I'm all in now. I need Carolina to win some games. I need the Patriots to win some games. Hell yeah, Kyler Murray's back, win some games in Arizona, and let the Giants and Dane DeVito slide down the draft picks. I am tanking. I'm in Giants tank mode. That being said, give me the Patriots win this game outright. All right, next one. As we were saying, Houston. This is actually now all of a sudden. If you told me week one, before the year started, Houston, Cincinnati, week 10, big game, I said, fuck out of here, bro. Cincinnati got this game won. They might still win this game, but it's a big game going in. Texans at Bengals 7-point favorites over under 48.5. I was saying too, also with CJ Stroud, he kind of has the Mahomes' impact that Mahomes had when he got to Kansas City, in a sense where taking a team from what the level they were on. So KC was a playoff level. They were playoff contenders, not Super Bowl contenders. Mahomes gets there first year, first out of the shoot, elevates them immediately to Super Bowl contender. The Houston Texans, literally the worst team in football the last 2 years. Literally. Like they were the worst team in football the last 2 years. All of a sudden, through 9 weeks, they're in playoff picks.
Yeah.
Same kind of impact here. In terms of just impact from one tier to the next. So, but I gotta be real, man. This is where I can't go against Cincinnati here. The Bengals on a roll. They're tier 1 Super Bowl contenders. They're back. So much like it pains me to say this, I'm going to pick the Bengals to cover 7 points. Where you at?
I love the over in the game.
Ooh.
I'm with you. I feel like Cincinnati's hitting their stride, and they should easily cover 7. But it's also 7. And you could always get a backdoor late score by Houston, and bam, you're getting the push and getting screwed. But I certainly see a ton of points being scored.
Ooh.
No, a young quarterback after a 5-touchdown game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right. Next one here, you got New Orleans and Minnesota. Saints are 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 41 points. Zach, you liking this one? The Vikings are all of a sudden with 5-4, 7th seed in the NFC.
Yeah, I like the Saints. All right, I can't tell you who their quarterback is for the Vikings, so I'll trust David Carr.
I think Josh Dobbs is going to start. I think.
Josh Dobbs, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to start.
I mean, that was amazing to come in and start. And I told you after the trade, I thought he was still going to start. And yeah, he barely missed a start. He was in first.
And the funny thing is, he didn't even start the game. The other kid, Jared, or his name is, got hurt with concussion. Dobbs comes in and does his thing. It's a great story too, man. It's a great story. So I'm gonna ride the Minnesota train a little bit, just because I'm doing it because I want to root for the kid to do well. So, all right, next one we have the Green Bay Packers hitting the Pittsburgh versus the Steelers. The Steelers are 3.5-point favorites. The over/under 3.5. So Packers kind of still in the wild card race now with the Rams falling apart. Vikings we'll see how they do going forward if they can sustain this, but that 7th seed is kind of wide open. Green Bay, big win against the Rams last week, like I said. So you can turn it around, but I just don't. I don't see. God, I don't see the Packers win this game, but I'm going to take the under on this one because none of these teams can really score for shit. So give me under.
Yeah, I'm with you. The only points that Pittsburgh's going to score is on defense or in the fourth quarter. So yeah, under looks like perfect bet.
Yep, I'm with you. All right, how about the Tennessee Titans heading to Tampa to face the Buccaneers? The Bucs are 1-point favorites. The over/under is 3.5. Zach, what you got?
I like Tampa, man. I know it seems stupid. I should give up on Baker now. That early win streak, that's done with, but I can't do it. I'm gonna still sit. I'm gonna ride that train again.
I do like Tampa in this game, but I also love the over. Tennessee can actually move the ball over now with Love as a quarterback.
Oh yes.
They may find the quarterback. We'll see how the season plays out, but they might find the quarterback finally. So give me over this one. I can see 3.5 points. I can see a 24-20 game here. Why couldn't you? So yeah, give me the over in this one. All right, probably. Well, I don't think it's probably. I think it's the game of the week. The San Francisco 49ers heading to Jacksonville to face the Jaguars. Our all-com Nash will be there covering the game. The Niners are 1-point favorites. The over-under is 45. It's a must-win for the Niners here. I can't see this team losing 4 in a row. So I'm taking the Niners to win this game outright. I just can't see it lose 4 in a row. But I will say this much. The Jags win this game. We got to be talking about this team as a tier 1 team. Give me Niners though anyway. But where you at in this one?
Well, no way in hell. After you talked about your buddy Kyle being at the game this week for this, I take Jacksonville. But if Jacksonville were to win this game, it's going to be because of a lot of scoring. So give me the over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the Cinderella dust is starting to come off the 49ers a little bit.
Well, they're going to get healthier. Get Debo back this week, hopefully. Trent Williams did not practice this week yet, so that's still up in the air. But
that's the most important player on that team.
You're damn right. And by the way, you probably appreciate this too with Kyle as well. He's now covering the Magic now too as well this year. So.
Hey, what a perfect time! I mean, they could be a play-in team this year. That's a perfect way to.
I call that, and he got to see LeBron for the first time ever on Saturday. What a win for the Magic, by the way. Hey, nice win. All right, next one we got the Cleveland Browns heading to Baltimore to face the Ravens. That's the old Browns against the new Browns. Ravens 6-point favorites. Over under 38.5. Zach, what you got on this one?
If I said Ravens, I'm going to jinx them.
That's your team, the other team.
But I got to do it. All right. My paranoia about Lamar, all right, it's fading away. So
you mean stay healthy part?
No. I was worried about him trying to be more of a passer.
It's working.
And it is right now. So you know what? I'm going to let my fears go away, and I'm going to take the Ravens to cover.
Ooh. I want to take the Browns to cover, actually, in this game, but I'm going to go the safe route, take the under this game. This is going to be an ugly-ass game.
Do we even know who's quarterback in the Browns this week?
Doesn't matter at this point, dude. We've had to run the ring around the rosy, 3 quarterbacks all year long.
But there could be some Deshaun magic, right? $240 million finally has to show up sometime.
I feel like this is the one team that if Deshaun gets all together finally from this week forward, going into the playoffs, the Browns are a lock for a playoff spot because their defense is elite. They have weapons. Deshaun has to be great though, or at least good. It's supposed to be solid.
Has to be good.
Yeah, I mean,
all he's got to be is good.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is too, also that how are they 5-3 is beyond me. It's crazy, right? So, but I'm gonna take the under. I can see a 17-10, 17-13 game here. A slobber knocker.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an ugly ass game right now. So, in fact, I think 38 is too high, honestly. But that's just me. All right, next one. Atlanta Falcons head to Arizona to face the Cardinals, rather. The Falcons, or the Frauds, we call them in the podcast, are 1.5 point favorites. The over under is 44. Zach, what you got in this one? Oh, by the way, Kyler Murray's back this week.
Yeah. And you said this is in Arizona?
Correct.
You know what? Welcome to screwing over your future, Arizona. You get a win in his first week back. I like Arizona. Well, I'm not a fan of Bijan Robinson. I've yet to see him break off any kind of run. And yet, okay, he has 500 yards. I look. 10th week of the season, he has 500 yards, and people talking about how great he is.
He's been being used the last couple of weeks, though.
Yeah, and that's another thing. They're having to watch the mileage on this guy. What the hell?
So with Arizona and Kyler Murray playing this week, it's like I said for your starter, they play him as to showcase him for trade, right?
No.
No.
They managed to strip that team down
Mm-hmm.
payroll wise
Yeah.
and still be competitive almost all season,
Yeah.
right?
Praise to
Now
Josh
you're
Dobbs,
gonna
of
go.
course.
Now you're about to go into free agency with money to spend. You've got draft picks. It could be a great rebuild on the fly.
Yeah. I'll take the over in this game, though. I know Kyle Murray's back. I'm sure he's itching to play. Give me a little bit of fireworks.
Yeah.
So I'm going with that. All right, next one. Another big game actually here, too. We got the Detroit Lions off a bye week. Heading to LA to face the Chargers. The Lions are 3-point favorites. The over-under is 48.5. I think. Make sure that's right. A little chicken scratch there. In any case, Zach, you like this one?
Everything is screaming take the over with these two teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two young offenses, two dynamic offenses. Give me the under.
Really?
Yes.
What's the logic there?
Every time I see a Chiefs game, I think over. And you know what it is? It's an under. Every time I see these Lions games, other than early in the season, it's been an under. So, hey, give me the under.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna take the bait and take the over. Take the bait. It's in LA. It's a nice. It should be nice weather there. A little bit of a shootout. Why
Yeah.
not? Give me over. Herbert. I mean, granted, Chargers look like dog shit on Monday Night Football, offensively speaking, anyway. But again, the Jets defense is really good, so I gotta give him credit for that one. But yeah, I think I can see it over here. Okay, we gotta do it. New York Giants and Dallas face the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 17-point favorites. The over/under is 38.5. Zach, I don't think I've seen the Giants to be this big a dog in a game probably since high school. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. No, I don't ever remember in my lifetime of gambling.
Yeah, honestly, I say high school, and I'm 40. We're both 43 years old.
I
So
honestly
again,
I want to say the closest I can remember them to being this bad was the year in which the Patriots were going undefeated at the end of the season.
mm-hmm,
You guys almost nearly upset them then. You guys were like a double digit dog then to
right.
the
And
Pats.
that's most because the Pats were that damn good, not because the Giants were that bad. The
Yeah,
Giants are a playoff team,
yeah. And I think that was like only like a 12.5 spread.
and then the Super Bowl was a 14-point spread.
Oh wait, the Super Bowl was 14 or 7.5, I thought.
14.
Oh, then that week before would have been like 17 then.
Yeah, something like that. Any case, it applies here because the Giants are bad, and now they're down to their third string quarterback, Tommy DeVito, starting this week. Did you see who the backup is for DeVito this week? I just
Uh
found out today
no.
because obviously Daniel Jones out for the year,
Yeah.
obviously. Tyrod Taylor's out again with the bad
Yeah.
rib. Matt Barkley.
Hey, Mr. California.
I'm just saying, bro. In any case, the tank is on, baby. Give me Dallas to cover 17 points. I think this spread is low.
Didn't Brian Dable work with Matt Barkley up in Buffalo? I feel like 3 years ago he
That
was
might, yeah, but he wasn't. He was a backup though.
no knows the system a little bit. I could see Barkley if Barkley got some reps this week,
If he gets reps, of course.
then I would not be surprised if in the third quarter you see him on the field.
Dude,
But
Dallas beat this team by 40-0, full strength.
yeah, I'll take Dallas to cover.
Yeah,
It'd be like 22, 23.
Normally, your logic of the chicken and Giants a lot of points. Normally, we know each other for like almost 20 years, and you know that would be the logic. That don't apply here this week. That don't apply here this year. You know what I'm saying? No. So, yeah, it is what it is. Take the Cowboys.
How's that Dable Love going?
I mean, look, I get shit on a lot on this show by all my friends about last year Coach of the Year stuff. I get shit on the Hulla podcast about that every week on that. Look, He still deserved that coach of the year last year. I don't give a damn.
No,
Y'all could say whatever you want. He deserved coach of the year last year.
he was good. He coached the shit out of Daniel Jones last
Yeah.
year. But you know what that shows?
But
It took everything in the world going right to get to where he was last year with that
yeah,
team.
we didn't see it getting this bad though. This is pretty fucking bad. This is
Yeah.
really bad. Um, like I said, I hope they fall apart. I hate to say it, fall apart. Number one draft pick, Caleb Williams, whatever it is. Let's go. I'm in. I'm in. I'm all in for it now. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, your boys in the Seattle face the Seahawks, the Commanders. Seahawks are 6-point favorites. The over under is 46. Call me crazy, Zach. I liked Washington points here.
You're crazy. That pass rush with that sound in that stadium, with that quarterback and that crappy offensive line, no. Give me the Seahawks to win big. Look, I like my quarterback. He is the one good thing we have on that team, especially on offense. Maybe Terry. All right, maybe a little bit of wide receiver.
Yeah.
But our offensive line is trash. There is no protection. Now, you take them on the road in that environment, I don't think they stand a chance, especially if they get down early.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see. All right. We got the Sunday football game. We got the New York Jets heading to Vegas, face the Raiders. The Vegas Raiders are 1-point favorites. The over under is 36. Zach, Antonio Pierce, debut win.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for the guy, man. I'm rooting for him to get the interim tag taken off, man. I'm there. What you got in this one?
I still like the Raiders.
I don't hate it.
Even with as bad as the quarterback play has been, I still like the Raiders because that offense for the Jets is atrocious.
No, the offense is atrocious. Zach Wilson's atrocious.
Yeah.
They can run the ball. Brees Hall's still really good. Fucking Garrett Wilson's amazing when he has a quarterback. They can
Yeah, so you have one receiver who can catch. I mean, I watched a couple drops that weren't even Zach Wilson's fault on the throws. The kid from Green Bay that came up, he
Lazard.
dropped what could have easily been, Lazard
Lazard, yeah.
dropped an easy touchdown, dropped an easy first down early in the game. You know, not everything is Zach Wilson's fault, but the offense is terrible to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go under though on this one. It's gonna be a defensive game. It's Garoppolo's out again, right?
I have no. Yeah, I believe so. I think it's the
Yeah.
rookie.
Aiden McConnell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Vegas might win this game. I don't know, man. I'm torn this one because like you might get the one weird Zach Wilson game where he might play good enough to win. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Vegas though. Yeah, give me under. That's safe. Give me under. Give me a 36 points. I'll get the under. All right. And finally, Monday Night Football, we have the Denver Broncos off a bye, going to Buffalo, face the Bills. The Bills are 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 47. Okay, Zach. Panic meter 1 to 10. 10 being the most panicked, 1 being obviously not panicked. Bills panic meter. Where's it at for you?
I'm about to take the Broncos plus the points. So my panic meter is at like a 9 right now.
9.
A full on 9. You're gonna make the playoffs, but right now it's like you're one and done. You're getting in to say hi for a quick second in the playoffs, and then you're going home again.
So the playoffs started today. The Bills are out. All right. Currently, the playoffs as as follows: the entire AFC North gets in right now. That includes the Bengals, Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers right now. Currently, right now. Then you have like the Bills below that. The Texans are right there. The Chargers are right there.
Well, I don't have to worry about the Chargers because that coach is going to keep them out. So
yeah, there you see. You get me. You get me. I would say the Bills still get one of those. Look, I have no faith that both Cleveland and Pittsburgh are going to get in. So I would say that hypothetically, like Browns get out, don't make it, Steelers get in.
Yeah.
But that Buffalo schedule is brutal going forward. I don't know if you saw it. They still got to play the Eagles. Still got to play the Chiefs. Still got to play the Dolphins again. Still got to play the Jets again. Um, and the Cowboys. It's a lot of tough games there. So if they get in, it would be because of Will. And we said before the year started that the Bills' schedule was going to be an issue. That's why I had them missing the playoffs entirely, and it's playing out the way I thought it would.
So where's your panic?
25. 25. Yeah, it's that bad. If I'm a Bills fan, I'm fucking panicking now. And not only that, it doesn't feel like they're happy. It doesn't feel like the Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs thing is not really. There's a disconnect there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's coaching also. I don't know what it is, but there's a disconnect there. And I'll tell you what, Denver. Look, I'm not sitting there saying Denver's a threat, but Denver wins this game. They're kind of back in the race a little bit.
Look, you throw out the Miami game, and they haven't been horrible. And ever since that Miami game, they made some changes on defense, and they have been getting better.
Well, they beat the Chiefs last week, obviously, but here it is. They lost they lost a close one to the Raiders week 1. Lost a close one to your boys week 2. That's 2 games they should have gotten back. The Jets game should have won also too.
Yeah.
You tack on 3 of those wins, they're 6-3 right now. 6-2 right now. So, but again, it's the NFL. We can't keep doing what you have the goals. That being said, I'm going under this one by 47 points because I want to trust the Bills to cover, but I can't. So give me the under this one.
Yeah, and I told you, give me Denver. That's how much
I don't there. You're there.
Bills.
Wow. Well, I think this is a sneaky, frisky game this weekend. That Bills Broncos game, honestly, because the Broncos has a chance to turn things around. We'll see. That's a chance for them, though. All right, you got 4 buys this week. We have the Chiefs, the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Eagles. All right, Zach, of these 4 teams, which team is happy at the buys here?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Oh, interesting.
Look, they got to figure something out. All right. Yes, you're gonna continually make the playoffs with this kind of offense, beating up on the little teams, but they can't beat anyone with any that they're gonna meet in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a playoff contender. They're going to win the East. Well, they're a tier 2 team. They're not a tier 1 team. This is 3 shot. This is 3 opportunities that had a chance to beat a. Well, if you want to consider the Bills a good team, fine. We'll go with that. But lost to the Bills, lost to the Eagles, lost to the Chiefs. You got to win these games, man, to get the respect. Warranted. Again, they have opportunities coming up this year. They're a good team that they'll get there. But their ceiling at this point now is a win a wild card weekend, and then they're out in the second round of playoffs. That's the ceiling for me.
Yeah.
So, but my team that's a buy, look forward to buy most is honestly the Eagles, 8-1. Jalen Hurts needs rest. Jalen Hurts is banged up. He's not the same quarterback as he was last year. He's playing okay despite the injuries, but he's clearly hurt. He needs it bad.
Well, yeah. Maybe stop doing all the tush pushes. Give him a break.
Hey, you say that, but hey, you might be right. You could be right, man.
Yeah, so you're getting 4th down conversions, 3rd down conversions. But by the end of the season, your quarterback is so beat up that you're not going to be able to make a playoff run.
You said it. I don't disagree with you at all. All right, quick FSU minute. It is Florida State Miami week. My favorite rivalry of all time. Unfortunately, for the last 15 years, it really has been shit. Let's be real. Either Miami's decent, Miami and Florida State sucks, or vice versa. I still look forward to it every year, though, just because.
Well, I mean, there's always a good game. Even when one team sucks or both teams suck, it seems like it comes down to a field goal late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
So it's always fun. But as a fan, I think it's a little stressful for FSU this year because you can't risk the loss to a Miami team. There's no coming back from that.
To your point, I recorded a quick reaction video on my YouTube page. Check it out, guys, at youtube.com/EarnestChristian this morning on the way to my kids at school, reacting to the rankings. Of the 8 or 9 teams in the rankings right now, Florida State is the one team that cannot afford to lose a game. So I believe FSU loses a single game going forward, they are screwed 0% chance to get into the playoff because I think a Washington one-loss team, I think an Oregon one loss for Oregon, one loss Alabama, one loss Ohio State, Georgia, name it, all get considered over Florida State. So Florida State has to run the table. I feel like of all the teams in the top 9 or whatever, Florida State has the most pressure moving forward to just stay the course and win it all, and just win all their games, including the AC title game. Because the LSU win's not helping anymore. The LSU win now. They have 3 losses now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Duke's fall off the map now. The only saving grace right now at this point is Louisville, but you don't get to use Louisville until you play in the AC title game. So I mean, is this one of those things where like Florida State's they got to beat Miami, and Florida are going to be the way the teams are at this point now. You got to win out. They got to win out. So that being said, the spread is 15.5. It's in Tallahassee. Doug Campbell. How you feeling this one? I'm sorry, 14.5. I apologize. 14.5.
14.5, 15.5, it don't matter. Yeah. I would take Miami plus the points.
So you're doing a safe thing every week now.
No. I mean, come on. In-state rivalry. You have a chance where you're playing the underdog card to ruin a team's chance at the playoffs. So you have that motivational factor. And you're saying 14.5 points. You're giving me 2 touchdowns and I can still win.
So I'm checking the injury report right now for these because obviously they missed a couple of receivers on the Pittsburgh game. You missed Coleman didn't play, Wilson didn't play, and the game was a little bit close in the first half. So I'm trying to see that the injuries. Nothing here really on injuries. I don't see. I expect those guys to be playing on Saturday. Honestly, I think they might arrest those guys on that Saturday for this game.
Good.
Yeah. So give me give me. You know what? I'm gonna go cocky here. Give me Florida State to cover. Yeah, cover. Why not? Fuck it. I'm good with that. All right, quickly. Well, yeah, that's fine. 5 random NBA questions. 2 weeks in. 2 weeks, 1 day into the season. Fun year, isn't it? Fun year. I'm loving it. I am fucking loving it. If I wasn't doing this fucking podcast right now, I'd be watching football, basketball right now. So trust me. All right, 5 random questions and random rapid questions. Victor Wembanyama, will he be an all-star this year?
Yeah,
I think so too.
Oh, that's easy. Even if he wasn't putting up the numbers he would still get voted in.
He's so good, dude. Zach, I think within 5 years, if he's healthy, as long as there's no health issues, he will be the best player in basketball in 5 years. Honestly, you can see you already see what he can do now, and the potential to get better moving forward. You see it already. You're seeing it. And look, last couple of weird games, last couple of days, but they swept Phoenix last week, both on the road. With KD and then KD and both played the second game, and it still swept them. Man, I mean, I'm just saying this team is. I mean, the team. Wait, I'm looking forward to see how they build this team around them in the years to come. Who's the next star plays with them? Who's the next whale? Because I'm sure they got one more star around him. You know, how do you build around him?
Odds are they're gonna look for either an off-ball shooter to start with.
Yeah.
And then they're probably gonna look for an offensive point guard.
Yeah. I mean, I do like Kellen Johnson though. He's a pretty decent player though.
Yeah, he's a nice small forward.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. And now they lost the first game of the year. They're the last of the unbeaten to lose this year. The Celtics lost the first game. They're now, I think, 5-1. Will the Celtics win 70 games this year?
No.
No. Okay.
Can't you imagine 12 losses to begin with?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you for the record. They just look so good, and even that game against
Minnesota, I could see him winning 65, 66.
Well, to your point, we did a preview. I said they're going to win 60 plus this year. They're going to run. I said they're going to run away with the East in the regular season. Whether or not they win the whole thing, well, I mean, I haven't won the whole thing, but But yeah,
I misjudged some supposed top 75 players' impact. So
yeah. All right, question number 3. Um, are you worried about the Bucks? Kind of a slow start here for the Bucks so far. I mean, they are 4-2, but they look kind of little
are they having trouble because even with 2 defensive player of the year candidates still on that team,
Mm-hmm.
clogging up the middle, one super agile, still able to guard guards on the perimeter, they still can't play defense because of one guy.
Lillard,
Yeah.
yeah, your boy.
And yet, all I kept hearing is he's a superstar. He's a top 25 player right now. He's a top 75 all timer. And yet, you legit are only a first round playoff team with this guy.
When you hear a funny stat too, also, and look, it's not going to hold us a year probably, but right now Tyler Hero leads Tyler Hero averages more points a game than Dame Lillard does.
Oh, that does surprise me a little.
Yeah,
If he had a better win share, that wouldn't shock me at all.
right.
I
Well, the
mean,
Bucks been full strength though all year long, pretty much. The Heat have been Jimmy missed a game here, Bam missed a game here. I'm not saying the Heat are absolved from the slow start, but there's some reason for the 3-4 start for the Heat. But I'm not worried though. I think they'll figure it out. But I still have questions that they could beat Boston. That's I got to see more.
oh, I have questions about them beating Boston, and I have questions about whether or not I'll get my over on the over under for the year now.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. That's
So,
what the podcast is for. All right, fourth question here. The Lakers are now 3-4, lost 2 in a row. Panic meter 1 to 10. AD's gonna miss tonight. He's missing tonight as it is. LeBron's playing well over the minutes they want to play him for. Are you worried?
they were essentially built to be a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
Not a top seed. They're built to just barely make the playoffs and then win a playoff series and then win a playoff series. Cuz that's all they're trying to do is just make it to the end and have a shot at fighting.
Basically, what they did last year. Get in and then. So you're not worried, right?
I'm not worried about them making the playoffs right
Okay.
now, but
Okay.
that's more out of the fact that I did not expect Memphis to suck this bad. I'm kind of shocked by Sacramento's struggles right now.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, I really thought Utah would play a little better this year. So,
Well, and we'll see how the Clippers look too. Also, we'll see how a couple teams New Orleans will sustain. Golden State's playing better than I thought they would. Dallas is playing better than I thought they would. Actually, to be honest with you, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm a little concerned though because I know. I mean, if they could avoid a play, it'd be nice, but we'll see. All right, last question here. Jamal Murray's gonna be out for the rest of November. Is announced today. How much of that will that impact Denver in the standings? You think?
maybe one spot. And I'm only talking about right now. I'm not talking about end of year. Maybe they drop a spot during the month. But that's it. Like,
So there's 7-1 right now. Dallas is number 2, 6-1. Golden State 6-2, 3. Minnesota 4-2 at the 4th spot.
okay. You think Golden State's going to continue that win rate? I don't.
I don't either. I have my doubts.
So right after that, that's what one other team I'm worried about. So hey,
I don't think Dallas will sustain this. To be honest with you.
no,
So honestly, I don't think they drop at all. I think Denver sustains the 1 seed. I think they have enough horses in that team to figure it out.
they could. They very well could.
I think they'll be. I think when he gets back in December, whenever December comes back, they're still number 1 seed in the Western Conference.
As long as the Joker stays healthy, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, follow Zach on Twitter at FSU Know It All with a K. Zachary, hopefully I beat you finally after what, 2 months? Some shit? I don't know, man. It's been a rough year. But good job by you as always, man.
Take it easy, man. Enjoy some basketball.